Hello and welcome to today's episode of whatever this is. New listeners, old listeners, wherever you are in the world. I love you and I'm so glad that you're here. My name is Deandra and I'm the founder of Knottyy D, which is my personal crochet brand. I create homemade pieces like plushies, blankets, decorations, literally you name it, I do it. But it's honestly more than just crochet for me. It's about creativity, building community, and just being mindful about everything that I do, reflecting who I am. And so today, while I'm working on these lavenders, I'm going to be sharing with you guys just some of my personal, how I'm going to be integrating corporate social responsibility or CSR into my personal brand, and also why I feel like it's so important for me and my audience. So when I talk about CSR for Knottyy D, it's mainly three principles, well, technically four, that I really want to focus on, and that's community and authenticity, mental health, and sustainability. So community and authenticity, that just means that I really just want to be my true self for you guys. I want to build genuine connections with other young creatives, other young business owners, and just with my audience. It's not about being perfect or knowing exactly just like the right things to say. It's just about showing up as who I am, and that's honestly good enough. Mental health is another core principle of something that I want to do and focus on. Crochet isn't just a hobby for me, it really is a form of self-care and stress relief. And I want to be able to share with others like other resources, maybe like crafting or even something else, and just like be an advocate for mental health. And also by sharing resources and tips and personal stories, I feel like that'll really take my brand beyond just being a brand, but that would help create like a community and like a safe space of sorts. And finally, sustainability is something that I care about deeply. Everything that I make with intention. And I just try and use my materials thoughtfully and try and really limit my waste. And like really just considering like the environmental impact of my product. So to bring these principles to life, I've set a SMART goal for the upcoming year. And basically, I just want to create one mental health focused piece of content per month, because that's just really what I want to focus on, I feel like, the most. Whether that's a video, just like a little post, or advice from experts. But my goal is to reach at least 100 forms of engagement, like total, between like likes, comments, shares, reposts on that specific piece of content. And by the end of the year, that's 12 pieces of content that are designed to basically just encourage and like reinforce like the authenticity of my brand. Now that that's over, my target audience is just basically right now, it's like a mix of my peers and other young creatives or crafters or other small business owners. But just like the people that I hope find my videos are the people, and not even just my videos, but like my brand, are people that value authenticity and just growth in their life. And like many people can be just starting out with their own small business ventures, or they could already be doing things and need help kind of like navigating stressors in this area. Or they're looking on maybe inspiration on how to balance their passions with self-care. But by focusing on this audience, I'm going to be able to create content that resonates with people that not only appreciate the craft, but also that care about intentional living and mental health and kind of like bettering themselves. And just like my hope is to just foster a community that really focuses on love and creativity and self-growth. But the key messages behind Knottyy D are pretty simple. It's just to be authentic, to create a community, and to prioritize mental health. And every project that I have tells a story. Everything that I make, every post that I share is guided by these principles. And so some of my strategies are going to include just sharing more like behind the scenes content to show authenticity. And also I want to start hosting interactive events and just like some live streams or just like events where people in my community can really get together and engage with one another. And also I want to make sure that my sustainability in my business is a lot more visible than I feel like it has been in the future, just like where I source my yarn and all of that. But to wrap it all up, incorporating CSRs into Knottyy D, it's more than just checking off boxes or reading through a textbook for me. It's more about building a brand that would create a lasting impact. And that also like reflects my values and just who I am, because like it is a personal brand, like reflecting me at the end of the day. And so by focusing on community, authenticity, mental health, and sustainability, my hope is that I'm not just like making crochet items, but that I'm creating a meaningful experience for my audience and that they come out feeling like they've gained something. My SMART goals, my target audience, and my messaging all align with this goal. And I'm really excited to see how my brand grows, staying true to like my core principles and just who I am as a person. Thank you so much for listening, and I really hope that this reflection has been able to inspire you to think about how you could integrate purpose and social impact and responsibility into your own personal passions or personal brand. Cut. All right, and that wraps up that assignment. Professor Hooks, if you are watching, thank you so much, and you can stop grading now. Feel free to stay and watch my outro if you want, or not, it's up to you. I appreciate you. But I'm really excited about how I can start applying what I've been learning in my classes to my actual business and my brand that I have kind of going for myself right now. And I hope to share some of these lessons with you guys when I can. I want to be able to look back on these videos at the end of the year to see kind of my journey and be able to track my journey as both a creator and a student, a small business owner, and really just wherever God wants me to be. And like my main takeaway so far from these classes is that like a brand is so much more about like your logos, your marketing, all of that. Like it's how people feel about you. It's how people view you. And if enough people view your brand the same way, like if enough people have the same perception of you, like that's what your brand is going to be ultimately. But thank you guys so much for listening, and I can't wait to keep taking you guys along this journey with me. Make sure that you like and subscribe. And yeah, thank you. Have a great day.